Good day, students. My name is Mr. Jones, and today I'll be teaching you food and consumer management. And the topic is meal planning preparation. And there's an old adage that says that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And the same principles apply to meal planning. So let us examine exactly what meal planning is. There are some terms related to meal planning that you need to know. The most important one being meal planning. Meal planning is a strategy that is used to map out what you are going to eat. The term may refer to following a specific diet, or it may just indicate the process of thinking through what you intend to eat beforehand. And the key term there being beforehand, meaning that this meal plan needs to come before the time that you intend to eat the meal. Now, what is a meal? A meal is a portion of food eaten at one sitting. So, breakfast is a sitting, lunch is one sitting, dinner is one sitting, supper is one sitting, brunch is one sitting, high tea is one sitting. These sittings can be combined to form different meal patterns. In the food and nutrition standards, there are three general meal patterns. Those are breakfast, lunch, and dinner, breakfast, dinner, supper, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Let's talk about breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, usually eaten early in the morning. It breaks the fasting from the previous night, and it prepares you for the day that is to come. Breakfast forms a part of every meal, as it is the most important meal of the day. Brunch, a mid-morning meal usually eaten instead of breakfast and lunch. Brunch items are usually heavier than breakfast, but lighter than lunch. Brunch time is usually around 11 o'clock a.m. Lunch. Lunch is a meal eaten at midday, which is usually heavier than the evening meal. With the definition of dinner being what is in many Western cultures the largest and most formal meal of the day, which some Westerners eat in the evening, according to wikipedia.org/wiki/dinner, I encourage you to research more into how culture has changed meal patterns. Now, supper. Supper is a light evening meal, usually eaten late in the evening. And high tea. High tea is a meal that is eaten in the late afternoon or early evening, typically consisting of a cooked dish, bread and butter, and tea. Menu. Menu is a list of dishes to be served at a specific time or occasion. Menu should be displayed at any establishment that serves food, and it can be displayed in a variety of ways, including digitally, on a poster, on menu cards given to the customers, or placed on the dining tables. Let's examine some general rules for writing menus. Number one, keep it short. Nobody wants to walk into a restaurant to see a menu that is 20 pages long nor have that many choices. Customers may also become easily confused. Number two, ignite the senses. People are driven by their senses, and by using simple yet tantalizing terms to speak to each of the five senses, you paint a clear picture of what is to be expected from the dish. In other words, we eat with our eyes first. Number three, know your audience. Knowing the characteristics of the demographics you're targeting makes it easier to hone in on specific menu items that will appeal to those customers. Number four, make it nutritious. Health and healthy eating is one of the biggest trends in society now. So customers are more likely to visit your restaurant if your menu is nutritionally appealing. Number 5, right methods of cooking in the past tense. Give the idea that the meal is already prepared. Example, fried, stewed, curried, baked, barbecued, etc. Number 6, all main words should start with a capital letter. Example, cream of mushroom soup. The C in cream should be a capital. The M that begins mushroom should be a capital, and the S that begins soup should be a capital. And number 7, leave a space after each course. Skip a line after each course in your menu. So you write an appetizer, skip a space, write your main course, skip a space, write a dessert, skip a space, and then end your menu with a beverage. Now let's move into some types of menus. The first one being a la carte. An a la carte menu is one in which dishes are listed and priced separately. As seen in the picture below, KFC is a good example of a restaurant who uses an a la carte menu. Table d'hôte. Table d'hôte is a menu which offers a complete meal for a set price. In other words, appetizer, main course, dessert, and a beverage are all served at one grand price. There can be more than one table d'hôte menus being served by the same restaurant at the same time. This type of menu is most commonly seen in the fine dining restaurants. Static menu. Static menu is a menu that offers the same food items every day and rarely changes. Examples of restaurants who use static menus include KFC, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza, and some cook shops, etc. And cyclic menu. Cyclic menu is a number of menus that are repeated over a specific period of time. That is, weekly or monthly, etc. Schools, cafeteria, and hospitals, etc. are common places where cyclic menus can be observed. As you should have observed, menus can be in the form of a combination of two of these types of menus. A menu can be a cyclic and table d'hôte at the same time, can be static and table d'hôte at the same time, can be cyclic and a la carte at the same time, and it can be static and a la carte at the same time. Now, courses in a menu. In a menu, there are 3 main courses: appetizers, main course, and dessert. Appetizers are usually savory and are always served with an accompaniment. Example, croutons, bread rolls that are served with soup, or sauces and dips served with wings, chips, fish fingers, etc. Main course always consists of a protein dish, a starch dish, and a vegetable dish, written in that order. Desserts are usually sweet and are always served with an accompaniment. Example, sauces, syrups, dip, ice cream, etc. Types of menus. There are 3 types of menus. First one being one course. In a one course menu, only the main course is represented. It consists of the main course and a beverage. The example below shows baked chicken with applesauce, rice and peas, tossed salad with Russian dressing, and cucumber cola. The second type of menu is a two-course menu. Two-course menus can be written in 2 formats. Format 1, the main course, dessert, and a beverage are represented. In the example below, there's curried chicken, garden rice, arranged salad with French dressing, strawberry cheesecake with strawberry topping, and mango punch. In format 2, an appetizer, main course, and a beverage are represented. In the example below, spicy carrot sticks, stewed beef, baked potatoes, tossed salad with vinaigrette, and fruit punch. There is also a 3-course menu. And in a 3-course menu, an appetizer, main course, dessert, and beverage are represented. In the example below, grilled vegetables, porridge chevron, Spanish rice, tossed salad with French dressing, coconut pudding with coconut cream filling, and orange refresher. Now, there are several factors to consider in meal planning. Meal planning is dependent on several factors, including disposable income, which is the amount of money available for spending, expenses, which includes everything that income is to be spent on. It involves budgeting. Personal preferences, which are basically your likes and dislikes. Culture, lifestyle, and traditions. Events or occasions, target groups, and persons for whom meals are being planned. Now, at different stages of life, an individual will have different nutritional needs. You will see a trend as nutritional needs will increase as an individual gets older until he or she becomes an adult, and those needs will begin to decrease. This is because as adults, we tend to be less active than we previously were. There are other target groups, including families, university students, vegetarians, seafood lovers, professional athletes, and so on, that are not mentioned. We have come to the end of today's lesson, and I hope you will enjoy planning your meals from now on. See you next time.